Hello and welcome along. Today on Coldborough Park Farm, we are going to be fertilizing some fields. So we've got field 7 and field 2 both need fertilizing. So we're going to start off by doing those. We're going to use our 7840 for this. So without further ado, let's get cracking. We're going to use our 7840 as it has the crop tires on it. And we have our fertilizer over here. We do need to get rid of this weight, so we'll just drop that off here. And our fertilizer trailer, our fertilizer should be fully filled up, I believe. Yep, that's looking fairly full. So we'll hook that up and close it, and there we go. So it is at 96%, which is absolutely perfect. And we will head down to field 7 first. So we'll start at this top corner. And go around the headlands first. So that should be enough width. It is. Excellent. So these fields are all seeded now. We're coming to the end of spring. We've got everything, all of our crops in the ground that we need to get in. And we're just sort of finishing this bit off. We'll need to go and check on our sheep because we may have had some lambs. I don't know. They are fairly nicely fed and watered, so it's very possible that we got some lambs. We will see if our numbers of sheep have gone up. And whether we have any wool as well is the other thing. Because that would make a nice little boost. But yeah, our priority at the moment is getting these fields fertilized. As that way we know that we can, we will get the maximum yield out of it, which will get us through the winter months. So that's the important thing is at the moment is making sure that we have enough to get through winter and possibly buy any new equipment or anything like that that we need. Oh, this is struggling up this hill. Everything struggles up this hill. It's a point where I don't know why I go clockwise around this field, to be honest. It would be a much better thing, I think, to go the other way. But never mind. There we are. I've become easy again now. So in general, our crops are growing nicely. And I think we should be able to start getting a harvest done soon. I don't think it'll be this episode or next episode. It might be during the live stream. We shall see. Yeah, we got the important stuff done, I think. Right, we'll turn that off because otherwise we are just covering stuff we've already covered. We'll stay in these lines. And we will start doing the rest of the field. getting it covered. For as much of this corner as we can. Trying to straighten things out a little bit here. Probably would be best to go with the sort of the grain of the seeding, but never mind. Alright. But yeah, in reality, for realism, probably should have gone with how the field was planted. But then the trouble is that this is where the stuff within the game becomes impacts the reality, because we may not have actually seeded it in that direction. Because of the texture doesn't show necessarily exactly the direction we were going at the time. So, yeah. Although, it would have been up the side of the hill, so that would have made slightly more sense. Doesn't matter. We are covering the field in fertilizer, and that's the important thing. We've got just 2 more passes, and that should do it. There we go. That's the edge of where our reach is. One last little bit, and we are all done. There we go. So we'll head down to field 2 now, which also needs the same. We still have plenty of fertilizer. Which means that we are nicely in a position to have all of this done. And at this point I'm going to up the speed of our clock slightly. As I said, we don't have a lot of jobs left to do this spring, so I'm going to head up to this corner. do this field slightly differently. I seem to remember in FS15 there being one map where the textures did follow exactly where you had gone with your planter, and I cannot remember for the life of me which map it was. If any of you guys know, drop me a note in the comments. But I'm sure there was one which had really good textures for its fields that basically meant that any direction that you planted in showed up in the texture. Oh. Yeah, there we go. I want to miss as little out as possible. Make sure we get this field properly covered, because I'm not sure with the with seasons there is an issue with fertilizing and fertilizer absorption. I'm not sure if we're going to get another chance to fertilize these fields. Maybe that we only get a 2-stage fertilization on this. We'll see how we do. There we go. We'll head across here. We'll overlap quite a bit here to try and sort out this big kink that we've got in our fertilizing. Because obviously turning corners with this is not the easiest thing to make sure that you get an even spread. So we can get it as close as possible up to the point where we have width of spread. What we can do is then head up here and clear that bit up, spin around, get this corner done like so. And that then gives us a straighter approach. It starts working out these kinks. Almost puts us back on track, actually. And we go. So almost to the end of this field. The thing I like about fertilizing is that it's not a long job. It's one of those jobs that you can get a lot of it done in a very short period of time in an episode. And so it's quite useful for that. And there we go. So that is the fertilizing all done. We will take this tractor back to the main yard and drop it off. And maybe get our regular tyres back on it, because I don't think there's any more fertilizing we need to do for now. Could do with something actually to give all our tractors a wash. There we go. I'm not sure that we currently have a pressure washer at all. No, we don't, so we could buy one. Right, let's open up our workshop and customize our tractor. There we go. And that's done. There we go. So we get our normal ones on it. And I think we're going to buy a pressure washer. Plonk it here where it was historically. But I'm going to buy a different type of pressure washer. So over here, placeables. We have our favourite pressure washer. No. I need to turn this round. There we go. And we should be able to put it in the corner here. Okay, we'll have to put it intriguing. Put it there. Okay. Give our tractor a good wash down. So wash everything down, seeing as we've pretty much reached the end of spring. And we'll move on to the next season, and you know, all this work is pretty much done. Now there is a bug with the front loaders. I think I mentioned this before. You can't wash a front loader on a tractor. You have to drop it off, and then you can wash it. Hopefully, yeah. See, now it's washing. Now it's cleaning. Our tyres will mucky up a bit, because we do have the tyre dirt mod. There we go. park this here. Right, so let's take our 8340. Oh no, I've got a T7 at the moment. I'll go give this a quick wash. And when I get there, we will have a look at the state of our sheep. The sheep are the only animals we have on the map at the moment. That's mainly because their stuff isn't broken. So let's have a look at them. Finances, animals. So we've got 43%. They're actually doing really well. They don't need anything at the moment, which is perfect. So that means we can get on with stuff. How many sheep do we have? We have 15. Next animal in 6 hours. Every 9 hours? Okay, so we have produced some new sheep. Some more sheep. Some little lambs. We're up to 15. I'll keep doing that. Keep them well fed. Because they only reproduce in spring. So the only way to get more sheep later in the year is to buy them. There we go. Our T7 wasn't overly dirty considering how much ploughing it's been doing. It really wasn't that bad. There we go. Right, so we'll park this up. We should probably take that seeder with us, with whatever tractor we go and wash next. Oh, we're stuck in the wall. There we go. We'll take the 8340 and we will put the seeder on the back of it. Because the seeder also is in need of a wash now that it's been used and finished. Get all these cleaned up, ready for the next challenge we have on the farm. There we are. Give the rest of our seeder a good wash down. We've got our front weight as well. Excellent. It's good to wash everything down every so often. Once you finish using it, once you've finished a job, then yeah, absolutely worth giving everything a good hose down, good wash down. I go in there, and then we will park this back up. And then we'll just grab the T6. And wash that. So yeah, this little T6 is a little bit underpowered for what we're using it for. It may be that we have to sell a tractor and buy a bigger one at some point. We need a lot of money coming in to do that though. I don't know what size. Let's have a look at this actually. What size engine do we have in the T6? We currently have a 160, which is the larger of the two. So, yeah, not much we can upgrade this tractor. And there's quite a leap between this tractor and our T7. And I don't think there's a Ford or a New Holland in the middle. So we would have to buy something that isn't a Ford or a New Holland on the map if we want to get a slightly more powerful tractor. I think our Cedar requires something in the 180, 190 range. We'll just have a quick look at that as well. So if we're looking at getting a new tractor, we need one which has 180 horsepower. Our tractors in that range are going to be uh, 165. So this Fendt, the 176, yeah. So we could do a Fendt 700 is in that range, as is the Vulture T series and the Massey and the JCB. Don't think the N series Vulture is in that range. Oh yes, the N series Vulture is in that range, just. So that's sort of, it's from there. Yeah, it's from there through to about, yeah. So it's one of those four really. Which unfortunately is where the standard T7 would come in. So that disappoints me slightly. Right. So I think that's where we're going to leave today's episode. We are towards the end of spring. We've pretty much done everything we need to do. And we will see in the next episode whether we move on to summer or whether I find that there is something else that we need to finish off in spring. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.